And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barnaby. And let's just say the boys are back in town.
She got away, nothing to say. She can't choke, she don't know what to do.
She's gotta go. Bye. I know that you love this flow. We just chillin', we just villains. We just chillin', we some villains.
I love it up, get the ammo and I stick it up. I ride with shots on the top of shots. I bust the clip and I let it dip. I make it poop, make it explode. Touch your toes, hit your nose. Can you touch your toes?
Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another live episode, number 89 of the Sports Port. The people have spoken. Tony is in. Barnes is out. He's done. He's done. Tired. Over. Out. Kaput. Now, Barnes is working on his side hustle right now. He may be joining us because he's on the move, service, what have you. I'm filling in for him today. And next to me, I have Brian Grasso. What's going on, dude?
What's going on, Tony? I guess I'm technically filling in for you.
Technically, you are, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, big shoes to fill, huh?
I don't know if I could do it.
Oh, come on. You got it. You got the stuff. You got the stuff. And behind the switchboard, we have our super executive producer, Main Magic Mike.
Hello, world. That's all I got for you, Tony.
All right, dude. Big Friday for Mike. Big Friday. Friday mood, Mike.
I can't wait for after.
And of course, joining us via his office on Long Island, we have Gino Ganello.
What's up?
Oh, what's up?
Friday. Ladies and gentlemen,
Friday.
it's the weekend, you know.
Your mic is working. Nice, bright
Yeah,
room.
we got everything. We got everything here. It's white walls. Soon those white walls will be filled with things that probably will
Really?
take
Like
sports
sports
pictures, but we'll
memorabilia?
have
Yeah, dude. All right, well, let's get started here. As always, we will be starting first in the wonderful world of Major League Baseball.
Giving chase at Judge, and he dives into the stand.
DeGrom begins the season with an overpowering strikeout of Ronald Acuna.
The wall is gone! Three-run home run! What's going on here? I love it. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very gone.
Oh, very gone. Just like
Way
Barnes,
gone.
because he's out. All right. Let's start, I guess, as we always do in the baseball segment, with the New York Yankees. Last night, they beat the Rangers 2-0 as they take 3 of 4 in Texas. So they lost their first game, then they take 3 in a row, which is great. I'm sure Barnes will be very happy. They didn't split, lost one game. Let's take it. Herman last night, 7 innings pitched, giving up 6 hits, has 5 strikeouts, gets the W. He had a great bullpen behind him. Chad Green came in, and then, of course, Chapman throwing fire as he has all season. 2 Ks in the 9th, only 1 walk. That's 17 straight appearances now without allowing a
Zero
run.
ERA, baby.
Of 0, dude. You can't get any better than that.
Can't coach that.
You can't. Well, no. You can definitely coach that.
No, you can't.
No, they
That's
coach
just-
it, dude.
That's just you either have it or you don't, like you on the golf course.
So do I have it or not?
You don't.
Oh, shit, dude.
I have
So
it.
Yankees playing some small ball. Gino does not. I've seen it firsthand.
I
Judge
bet
and
he
Estella both pinch hit RBI singles in the 7th. You know, they're getting all their runs not off home runs, but by playing that small ball game, which is nice because, you know, all season we've seen taking those big hacks at those balls, missing a lot, looking for the home run, even though, you know, we don't need to. But they finish a road trip 7-3. They're 14-5 in their last 19 games. I mean, what a turnaround by the Yankees, dude. I mean, they lead the AL now in team ERA with 3.27 earned run average.
Who
which
would
is
have
great?
thunk it?
Great.
Because I mean, I think a couple
Great.
weeks ago they had the lowest in almost the whole league. So
Yeah.
you gotta love to see that performance from the Yankees. And I know people say it's the Rangers, but these are games, either series you kind of have to take, you know, because if not, I mean, what kind of team are you?
A
Gino.
bad one.
What did you like from this? What did you see?
Well, so I mean, like you said, the small ball is very encouraging because, to be quite frank, I mean, the offense that the Yankees have had for the last 4 years there's a reason that they haven't gotten the World Series, and it's because they can't get those big hits. They're swinging for the fences too often. So, I like it. Listen, pitching and small ball that wins you championships. You know that this type of play is what you see from championship teams in October. So, if they can keep this up, that'll be great. They're now a game and a half back of Boston, I think. Got the White Sox coming up, the Blue Jays. They got the Tigers, and then the Rays and the Red Sox. So some really, really important series coming up. So it's good to go into those hot. Herman has looked really well, really good like the whole season. He's had one bad start, I think, but other than that, he's looked really good. This team is doing things that they haven't done in years. You know, this team has been good. They've won the same amount of games maybe at this point, but they're doing it differently. And the way that they're doing it now, I think, is better set up to win in the playoffs than the way they did it the last few years. So if they can keep it up, I'm very encouraged by their chances.
Yeah, and you talked about Herman. I mean, I was so impressed with his outing yesterday. I mean, his changeup was so dominant the whole game. He threw 26 changeups last night, his career high.
And that's something that the Matt Blake has been really forcing on these Yankees hitters is that changeup, or these pitchers is that changeup. He loves it's been something that they've been working on, and he's been making sure these pitchers use more of. And you're seeing how effective it can be to have, Herman's got a good fastball. He's got some good breaking stuff, but to have that changeup in there is so important, and it's really proven to be important for some of these Yankees pitchers.
Yeah, and his command was just right there all game, and he even had like some kind of tough innings. I think it was the fourth inning. There was 2 men on, no outs. He was even down in the count 3-0 to David Dahl. Ends up striking him out on a changeup, and then kind of induces a double play after that. Gets out of the inning. I mean, he was looking ice cold out there, and it was a great outing. And I think at this point, I mean, especially following up what Kluber did, I think you can kind of see how potentially dominant that this Yankees rotation could be. It's great to see them coming along.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, you say potentially dominant, and you're like, are you talking about the Yankees? You know, if you're talking about a team in New York, that's typically the Mets. At least from a starting rotation perspective, the Yankees bullpen has been pretty good. But again, I mean, this is going deep into games, getting 7 innings, 8 innings, 9 innings out of pitchers is going to save those bullpen arms. Everything that happens, as much as we're in the middle of May right now, and it may not seem like these games matter. Getting these outings and saving these arms till later in the season when the games really do matter, that's just as important as winning those games late in September, and then obviously in the postseason. So this is, Herman has looked great. This is about as good as you could have expected the Yankees rotation to be right now, minus maybe some extra stuff from Taillon. You probably want him to pitch a little bit better. But, I mean, if you can get him going 5 innings consistently and Monty going 5 or 6 innings consistently, and those are your 4 and 5 guys, and you have Herman or 5 and 6 guys even when Severino comes back, that's deadly. That's you're going to have 4 pitchers come October. God willing, everybody stays healthy, that will be able to pitch for you and get you good innings in October and be able to shut down top offenses. So, really good stuff and just really big performances from the Yankees past few nights.
Yeah, and before we kind of move on to tonight's game, the Yankees have a couple injuries in the outfield, right? Stanton, Hicks, Lamare, and Frazier possibly going to the IL as well. He has like a neck, stiffness or whatever's wrong with his neck. So they're looking to kind of trade or at least acquire another outfielder. And it seems that the talks are with the Rangers, and they're looking to acquire Delino DeShields Jr.
Yeah.
Interesting here. Gino, tell me what you think about this.
Yeah. So obviously it's weird because, something the Yankees often love to do is hype up players in their system. And then they don't turn out to be, they end up in the system too long. They don't trade them, and then they turn out to be kind of shit. You think of Chance Adams, how they were like, oh, this is the next best guy. And he came up and wasn't that great. And there's a couple other guys that I can't think of off the top of my head. So you're wondering what the deal is with Florial, because easily they can bring him up. They don't need to trade pieces. for a guy who's a 246 career hitter. He's in the minor league system right now. He's having a good season. I think he's batting
and he's eligible to come up now at this point, right?
Yeah, and he's having. I'm talking about DeShields now. He's having. No. He's having an all right season. He's played in the majors for, I think, 6 seasons. It says here, and then he in the minors. I think he's hitting like 412 right now, which is great. But it just seems weird that they don't want to bring Florial up. Like it's.
Wow.
I mean, why would you trade pieces for a guy? I know Cashman. Cashman loves literally every guy that Rougned Odor, Gio Urshela, Lemuria. I'm pretty sure is in around this age. And this kid, they're all like 27 years old. They're guys who have, kind of traveled around the minors, made a name for themselves in the majors for a little bit, but never really did anything. And he loves to get these guys. And I don't, Yankees are all analytics, so maybe they see something there. It's I don't know, because the other thing is I'm pretty sure, I have to check, but I'm pretty sure Florial's a lefty too.
Really?
Yeah, he bats lefty, so that would add something else to the lineup and break up the lineup a little bit more. So it's weird that I don't know. It's very weird that they haven't brought him up yet, or are not considering bringing him up. So I mean, obviously you need outfielders, but. Do you
think it's just they want to get him more experience in the minors, or do you think maybe
he's only been in AAA for a week now at this point,
right.
But still, you got Andujar playing left field. He's played left field for 7 games. So I would imagine they want to get him out of there too. So maybe they're trying to trade and bring up Florial, but it just seems like a weird decision to make because of having Florial in the system already. You got 4 guys who are injured. You're going to have to play Judge you don't want to play Judge every day because that's just a recipe for disaster. So maybe he just wants to add 2 outfielders. Maybe he wants to bring an outfielder in who can contribute and then bring Florial up. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not, I trust Brian Cashman. There's been very few moves that he's made that you question, down the road, a year down the road or whatever. You look at Luke Voigt, Gio Urshela, Rougned Odor, even this year. He's made good moves. So, Mike Tauchman. So, it's hard to question him, but you wonder where the team is with Florial at this point.
Right. And obviously, we'll keep you updated as to any news coming out of that, any trade rumors, more stuff like that. I mean, obviously you think of the Rangers outfielders, you immediately think of Joey Gallo. What do you think the chances are the Yankees get Gallo?
Problem is, this is the problem with Gallo. You're going to need to trade pieces, like big pieces. So, you're going to have to, I guess you're going to have to hope Andujar continues on his little hitting streak here that he's had. I think he's, hitting the last 4 games or something like that and continues to build because he's probably going to have to be a piece that you send that way. You might have to send Florial that way. It seems like you would be giving up for a team that doesn't. Obviously Joey Gallo is great to add, but a team that doesn't need another player like Joey Gallo, I guess you could say. A big hitting, a big hitting guy who, he bats lefty, so that would be a good addition in terms of that. Right. But, last few seasons he's been striking out more. He had 3 years ago, he had 207 strikeouts. So, guys that are these big swingers. I just don't know if they have enough to get it done. And would be, or if they do have enough to get it done, they do have enough to get it done. It's just a matter of whether you would want to trade those prospects or those guys. So I would guess that the chances are pretty slim right now to get Gallo, but crazier things have happened. So we'll see.
True.
We'll see. I would. If it happens, it won't happen until the trade deadline. So,
right. All right. Well, moving on to tonight. The Yankees start a series against the White Sox tonight, 7:05 on WPix 11.
Oh, baby. That means it's on YouTube TV.
That's right. On the mound for the White Sox, we have Carlos Rodon, who's actually been pretty dominant so far this season. His first 5 starts, he had 5 very decisive victories. He lost his first time during his last outing against the Royals, but he has 49 strikeouts against 12 walks over 36 and 2/3 innings. And then for the Yankees, we have Jordan Montgomery, who, I mean, he's strung together a couple nice consecutive starts so far, but his last outing against the Orioles, I think he only lasted like 3 innings, right? Gave up 5 runs. So not the best start he's coming off of. What do you think here? I mean, obviously you want the Yankees to win, but I think in terms of the pitching advantage, I think we're at pretty even here.
Yeah. So I'm just looking back at Montgomery's game log. He's pitched against, not some other than the Astros, who he pitched pretty well against, but did get into some trouble during that outing. He hasn't really pitched against anybody terribly good. Obviously the Rays have proven to be good, but they don't have that lineup that jumps out at you as something that's knock you down and can really put some runs on the board. So it'll be interesting because he hasn't really. I wouldn't say that he's been tested too much. And obviously this is his first outing coming off a bad start. In the other outings, he gave up 4 earned runs in 6 innings against the Rays and in a loss. Right. He gave up 2 earned runs in 5 innings in a loss. But those are the only 2 losses the Yankees have when he's pitched. So it'll be interesting to see. This is the first time he's really had struggled on the mound this season. So it'll be interesting to see how he bounces back. But I like Jordan Montgomery. He's very even keel. When I see Jordan Montgomery go on the mound, I am confident that he can go out there and get 5 innings. And I have been since the day he stepped on the mound for the Yankees, 4 years ago, whatever it was. So he has really become one of those a very solid 5 guy. Again, the question is going to be, can the Yankees bats get going for him? Because I would bet that he probably still gives up 2-3 runs at least. And Rodon has had a good season. Like you said, he pitched a no-hitter earlier in the season. So it'll be hard to get hits off him, especially to get something going with the lineup that they're going to have to put out there today with all the injuries they're dealing with, which as a Mets fan, I'm sure you know exactly what that's like. So if I'm being neutral here and going to give you a prediction, my prediction would probably be that the Yankees lose this one. Just out of the fact more that I don't see the bats getting going against a guy like Carlos Rodon, but we'll see.
I know. I think the key for Rodon is to kind of work his pitch count pretty early and try to get into that bullpen as quick as you can, because I think that's where the White Sox struggle a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The thing though with the Yankees when they do tend to work counts is they tend to look at a lot of pitches and they tend to look at a lot of strikes to go. I hate when I'd almost rather them strike out more than and swing the bat than go down looking, because that was this problem they had earlier this season. They were just watching pitches down the middle of the plate, So and they love to work the count, and working the count's great. But if you see a pitch in the middle of the plate, whether it's 3-1, if it's 3, you have a 3-1 count and it's the second inning, you got to swing the bat. So you gotta work the count, but also kind of use common sense in a way too.
No, yeah, true.
You don't want to be standing up there taking pitches every you just sitting there, the Aaron Hicks, theory where he just stands there and just tries to work a walk.
But obviously we'll be recapping that game on Monday. But of course, over the weekend, the Yankees are also playing Saturday 1:00, Sunday at 1:00. So they have pretty tight schedule this weekend. Saturday, Cole's on the mound against Dylan Cease. Sunday, Keuchel against Tyone. So I mean, actually, these are like some really good pitching matchups. And I mean, I want to say at this point, you're going to have to rely. Hopefully, the Yankees can kind of keep up the momentum in terms of their small ball game and get runners on base in scoring position and then bring them in. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah.
No, I was going to say, go ahead. All right, you go ahead, Gino. No, Gino, you go ahead, dude.
No, I'm just going to say that it's an interesting situation because you have 3 pitchers who are coming off bad starts. Because Cole didn't have a great start his last start either. So be interesting to see how they all bounce back this weekend.
Right. No, yeah, for sure. And like I said, we'll be recapping that on Monday. Hopefully, maybe they take 2 of 3, as always. That's what you go for. But now let's go to the other side town, dude. The other side of town in Citi Field tonight. The Mets begin a 3-game series in Miami, so they won't be in Citi Field because we're in Citi Field. They're out. We're in. They're in Miami tonight. 7:10
today.
Can we trade? Can we go to Miami?
Oh, dude, yeah. We can go to Miami. They'll come back to Citi Field. They're out of Miami. We're in Miami.
Yeah, we're going to Miami.
I like that 100th episode.
Right? Let's do it, dude. Get out of that box. Whatever,
I'm
dude.
staying here all day now.
The Mets just announced a starter, actually, maybe a couple hours ago. For a while, it was a TBD starter, so you were thinking another bullpen game with DeGrom still out. But it looks like they're going to put Stroman on the mound. He's against Jordan Holloway. Stroman is coming off a pretty rough outing where he allowed 5 earned runs last Sunday. It was the most he allowed in any start. And he even said it in the post-game interviews. He just didn't have it that day. He wasn't focused. You could tell he seemed very lethargic on the mound. His fastball, he didn't have the velocity of the location he should be having. So you got to assume that he's going to come out on the mound tonight way more focused, driven, and hopefully get a good outing from him. It's 6 innings, maybe like 5 strikeouts for him, 1 earned run I would be happy with. And then on the other side of things, you have Jordan Holloway starting for Miami, right? So they're playing the bullpen game tonight. Now he's a good reliever. I think he has 5 relief outings this season, hasn't given up a run. However, in his 2 starts, he's given up 6 runs and 7 walks and only had 3 strikeouts. So, we see this a lot where when teams play a bullpen game, they put a good reliever to start, and it's just a different feel. He's just not ready. He's just not there for the start, and, he kind of gets banged up a little bit. So I would hope we see that here tonight in Miami. I think it's a perfect opportunity for, Lindor to maybe have a nice breakout series, The Mets, of course, are leading the NL East by 1.5 games. And, despite a lot of injuries we've talked about in the past few episodes, they need to get the offense rolling this week. They only had 5 runs this past week, right? So the offense has not been there. Like I said, it's just absolutely riddled with injuries. And on top of that, the big offseason acquisitions like Lindor and McCann just haven't had those bats, So, and it's kind of tough. I don't know. Lindor still seems so like antsy behind the plate. He had those couple good games. He's getting his batting average up to like 210, I think. Whatever. It's at 189 now.
Overpaid.
Last game against the Braves, he was 0 for 4. McCann was 0 for 3. So especially with Lindor, I think he's probably gonna be batting second. Even Villar's kind of cooled off a little bit. You need to set the tone here at the top of the lineup. You need Villar and Lindor to get on base immediately, and then hopefully you get Dom Smith to bring him in, something like that. But against Miami, come on, dude. Like I think there's no reason why we should do well, especially
warm weather
against Holloway. It's gonna be warm Miami. The bats will be hot. The balls will be hot. The Mets are gonna be hot, dude.
Hot.
The Mets are ice cold. How are they gonna be hot?
Get out of here, dude. Gino, what do you think you're gonna see for tonight?
Obviously, like you mentioned, Jordan Holloway is obviously a bullpen game for them. They don't really have too many like solid starters that can go week in and week out. They have Trevor Rogers, who's been phenomenal for them, a 23-year-old kid who has been really, really good. Love Trevor. And Sandy Alcantara. And they have Sixto Sanchez, who's still in the minors, which I guess they're just keeping him so they don't have to use him for innings or whatever. But other than that, they don't really have too many guys who have, Pablo Lopez has made 9 starts, but other than that, their other pitchers haven't really made too many starts. So Jordan Holloway, obviously the big thing about very similar to the Yankees. The big thing about bullpen games is you want to work the bullpen. You want to get them through everybody. You want Jordan Holloway going, 1-2 innings max, and then go to another guy so that the next 2 games of the series are easier. So, you got to work the count a little bit. And you got to hit the ball. The one problem, as I know I've talked about on this podcast before, Tampa Bay Rays do this so well, is that with a bullpen game, you're not facing guys too many, more than once typically in a game. Typically with starters, you see them, go through the batting order 2-3 times, so batters can get used to that. With a bullpen game, there's a constant change of pitcher, so you don't really know who you're going to face, and you got to be prepared for really any of the bullpen, any of the Marlins bullpen. So that could also play a part in this game, in terms of just the Mets, trying to hit. So also, it's not really a great recipe with the Mets not hitting so far recently. But I would bet that this probably isn't a high. I would guess it's not a high scoring game, because I think Stroman will pitch really well. And then I think that the Mets bats aren't going to get going to the point where it's going to be, they're going to score 8 runs. But I would bet probably, I could think they can pull it out probably like 3-2, 4-2. Just based on, the other issue is the Marlins bullpen. They're guys that do pitch that aren't Jordan Holloway. They're guys that are their typical guys that they go to are actually pretty good. So if they can get enough out of their longer guys like Jordan Holloway, then they can get to the bullpen, like deeper into the bullpen, like for Yimi Garcia, their closer, and Adam Simber, Dylan Floro, guys who all have below a 3.5 ERA, or even Yimi has a 1.53 ERA. So that'll be important for the Marlins. If they can do that, they could win the game. But Mets got to work the count, got to get through the bullpen, and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I think, like I said, the key there is just getting bats early on Holloway, getting maybe 1 or 2 earned runs in the first 2 innings against him, get him out, and then Stroman's got to hold it down, and our bullpen has to hold it down as well, which our bullpen has been doing very well. So, I mean, I have all the confidence in the world in them, dude. I'm happy for that. Yeah, thank you, dude. They also have a pretty jam-packed schedule. They're playing Saturday at 4:10, Sunday at 1:10, rather. And there hasn't been a starter announced for each of these games, which honestly makes me think, especially with DeGrom pitching in the minors yesterday, they're going to try and bring him up. DeGrom had a hell of an outing.
That's quick, though. I know he had a hell of an outing, but you're going to bring him back on 4 days rest, 3 days rest, coming off an injury? I doubt it.
Yeah, dude. Do you know who you're talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but you need him for the rest of the season.
Yeah, so he was throwing 103 yesterday, bro.
Dude, those poor hitters. Did you see the Twitter account?
Test him for steroids.
Oh, the Cardinals Twitter account?
Yeah, the Twitter account for wherever. I don't know who the minor league team is.
They're like, oh, great. Like, on short notice, we're pitching against Jacob DeGrom. And then it was like, he's throwing 103.
Yeah, he's like, come on, Mets. This isn't even fair. He only pitched 3 innings. But I mean, those guys, and it's single leg ball. Those guys haven't seen anything like that. But I will say, he went 3 innings and he got 8 outs by strikeout. The Yankees have a pitcher in the system who went 3.1 innings and got all 10 outs by strikeout. So I don't know. I guess Jacob DeGrom's got to look over his shoulder a little bit. Look.
Oh, my dude, the man's coming back from an injury, for God's sakes. Cut him some slack, dude.
Maybe. Whatever. Who cares?
Oh, yeah, whatever. So, anyway, obviously, we got to keep you updated on Monday as to the outcome of those games. Hopefully, we will be recapping 6 New York wins, dude. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. You want to try this, bro?
No, you're better.
Yeah, you stay over there, dude. You stay over there. You're out. I'm in. You're done. I'm not. Anyway,
did you watch like some movie that had that line in it like recently? Like you said it 60 times today.
No, just
he's in and everyone else is out.
Drinking coffee today.
Shout out
Best energized.
Yes.
Oh, dude, I'm wired, bro. All right, so like I said, we'll keep you updated on Monday as the outcome of those games. 6 New York wins. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And
hey, Grasso. Nice to see you again.
Dude. Grasso's going to be
you too.
Coming in, dude.
Grasso's joined us.
Like that, because it's time for Grasso to talk about the National Basketball Association.
LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the 3, and the Lakers win the game.
Woo! All right.
Barnes happy.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And Yankees.
So last night we had a play-in game. We're going to recap the NBA play-in game, dude. It's very exciting stuff. The Washington Wizards beat the Indiana Pacers 142-115. Westbrook 18 points, 8 rebounds, 15 assists, dude. Man was all over the place, bro.
Westbrook.
They were 14 of 28 as a team from the three-point range. On the other side, Sabonis was 19 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Brogdon had 24 points. Disappointing.
He said
season.
Brogdon. That's two people.
Brogdon.
First.
No, I'm joking. His name's Brogdon.
Oh, you said two people.
No, but the way you said it made it sound like
Brogdon. Brogdon.
Yeah.
Or it's a first name, last name.
Get a new name, he said.
So
change your name, bro.
I mean, I'm just gonna toss the Grasso here. What did you see last night, dude?
To be honest, I didn't see anything because I didn't watch the game.
Oh, because it was his birthday. It was Grasso's birthday.
Yes.
Everyone say happy birthday right now.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, Gino wants to sing. Gino's a great singer, dude.
No, please.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
No, but I saw the group message pop up. I don't know what it said, but
I was like, Beal and Westbrook came to play.
yeah, so I turned the game on. I think it was already in the fourth quarter and no one was playing anymore. So, I mean, you don't have to rely on Russell Westbrook's clutch abilities if he doesn't have to play in the fourth quarter, right? But, I think the biggest factor was Bradley Beal was healthy. In this game.
What the heck? They injected him with something.
I know. They definitely shot up
Oh.
his hamstring.
Oh, hell yeah.
Before the game because he was not like that.
They're like, you won't be able to walk
Yeah.
for the offseason, but you'll be good for the playoffs, bud.
Yeah, and the thing I'm most excited about this is now we get a full series, even though it'll probably be only 4 games, of Joel Embiid against Russell Westbrook because
They hate each other. Hate each other.
Wait. I thought you were going to say Joel Embiid versus Rui Hachimura down low. That's going to be a huge matchup.
No, what was that dude? The big man's name on the
Gafford.
Gafford?
Daniel
Gafford,
Gafford.
yeah.
Yeah, the Bulls drafted him.
He's coming for Joel.
Him and Robin Lopez.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What's Embiid going to average in this series? 40?
I was going to say he's going to be close to it. 35, 30, 35 range.
Yeah,
definitely.
Probably won't play a lot of fourth quarters, so.
No.
I'm
excited.
The play-in tournament in the East. So exciting.
I know. I mean, it is what it was, but
it is what it was, dude.
It is what it was.
It is what it was, bro.
And
has to be what it is and what it was.
It is what it was, dude. Look at Matt Gabriel commenting from 2 different platforms here.
What up, fam?
3 stars from Facebook. What up, fam? On YouTube.
This guy's
all over the place.
He's
bro.
all over, man.
Also, if you look in the comments on Twitch, Phila Vontae 11 asked us, "Want to become famous? Buy followers and viewers."
Yeah.
So there we go. That's all it takes.
Thanks, Levante.
Levante, shout out you.
Where would we be without you?
What a dick, dude. All right. Well, moving on to previewing a couple play-in games now. We have the Grizzlies against the Golden State Warriors, dude. Winner will face the Jazz in the first round of the playoffs. Excuse me. Warriors have won 6 of 7. During the season, they won the season series 2-1. So, I mean, of course, you think of the Warriors, you think of Curry. I mean, do you think the Grizzlies kind of have what it takes to keep them at bay?
I think these teams are very, very even. The X factor is Stephen Curry. I mean, the Grizzlies don't have anything like that. But after that, they're both teams that play really hard. They play both sides of the ball. Got a lot of scrappers out there.
And they're young, the Grizzlies.
I think this is going to be a pretty physical game. But I think it's going to come down to the role players. And by role players, I'm talking about Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins for Golden State and Jonas Valanciunas and Dylan Brooks for the Grizzlies. Can Dylan Brooks shut down Stephen Curry? Because he kind of did the last regular season game they played. Although he stupidly fouled out with like 8 minutes left.
Oh, and then is that how Steph got 46?
No, the regular season game they played.
That's what I'm saying. Steph had 46 in that.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Just take me off. That was gonna be my point. Maybe just don't let Steph have 46 points. How many points did he score in the fourth quarter though? Because
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't think Curry played the first few minutes of that quarter. He went off once Brooks fouled out.
The crew.
Yeah.
So he's got to Dillon Brooks leads the league in fouls every year. He's got to, keep his hands by his side and stay in the game and try and at least contain Curry, maybe keep him under 35. I mean, that would be a win.
I mean, I think that it's just unfortunate. They don't.
I think it is what it was.
Yeah.
Exactly. What it was. I think it is what it was. No, I would guess that the problem is you would say do the same thing the Lakers did, but the Grizzlies don't have as athletic of a big as Anthony Davis, so can't do that. But yeah, I mean, I guess he got to hold Steph under 46, or else there's no way they're winning the game. I mean, in that game, just taking a look back at it, somebody on the Grizzlies had a good game that game. Let me just check it up. I don't think it was Ja. I think it might have been somebody else. Valanciunas. Valanciunas at 29 and 16 in that game.
I love saying that word.
Valanciunas.
Yeah.
Valanciunas.
And clearly he misses me saying Isaac Okoro.
Isaac Okoro. But yeah, I mean, so Valanciunas is probably gonna. I would guess is probably gonna have himself a day again because they don't really have anybody down low who can compete with him. Where they can put Kevin Looney down there or whatever.
Oh, he's so good.
So I mean, Valanciunas have himself a day. Ja's. I mean, I don't know. I've been kind of the last few games like Ja. I feel like Ja's got to do more. Like he's the guy there. He's got to put up more points. He's only had like 15 to 20 points. Like
I feel like he's taking a step back this year.
He's almost he looks like an average guy out there, just like run of the mill point guard.
Yeah, like it's like you would expect, especially from the excitement and the highlights you see from him, you would expect that it would be like 20, 25 points a game, or not like, or at least in these games. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, he gets pretty inconsistent and goes cold for long stretches, and I mean that's typical of a young player, but I mean this is kind of a playoff game. Like, you gotta bring it.
I could just see Curry going for 50.
I could too.
50.
Yeah,
I feel like every day, Mike, is
50.
someone's going for 50.
Someone dropping 50.
A 50 piece, he said.
A burger.
A burger. You dumbass.
Not on.
You can say something, Gino, or nah?
Yeah, I mean, well, it just back on Dillon Brooks. Like he's gonna have to move his feet.
Nah.
He's gonna have to move his feet. You got to move your feet. Got to get in front of Curry. You can't let him cross you up. You got to, don't go for steals. Play a little conservative on defense. I mean,
I don't see him stopping.
I don't know how they're going to do it.
Green light.
Yeah,
ultimate green.
It literally took the Lakers 2 players to stop Curry from scoring 46 points.
Yeah,
and that's what the Grizzlies are going to have to do. They're just going to have to double team him the second he crosses half court.
Yeah, which again, they're with it's. I don't know.
Yeah, with who? That's the thing. Like, Brandon Clark maybe gets some minutes.
Jaren Jackson Jr. and double him with him. Like he's longer, right?
Curry's running right through that.
Yeah,
he's putting that and gonna destroy you.
Yeah,
Curry's pretty special, man. He's definitely the best player playing tonight.
Oh yeah.
Well, Mike, I have a feeling.
Hey, listen, the good thing is it'll be fun compared to the Pacers game where you're not like really intrigued to watch it because you're like, oh, Westbrook will go off, and who cares about the other players? Like you're gonna want to watch Steph play against Ja, so it'll be more fun.
This is an exciting night, and you're gonna look at 2 small point guards in Curry and Morant being guarded by big wings. Brooks will probably guard Curry, and most likely Wiggins will guard Morant. So see how the guards deal with the big wings guarding them. So.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting. It'll be a fun one.
Absolutely.
All right, Mike.
Oh picks, like one last thing before, so Tony can't talk anymore.
Oh yeah, my bad. Gino, what do you have, dude? Are you gonna talk about how overexposed the white ass room looks right now? Gino is live from the surface of the sun.
Dude, is it hot?
Yeah, you sweating over there, Gino?
Dude, it is. I mean,
he went from the dungeon to the sun,
real quick.
The little gremlin cave.
Shoot, right. Maybe it'll look better. I don't know.
No, you're not allowed to talk.
Dude, yeah, no more. Just stay on the sun.
Dude. You're in. You're out.
You're out. Barnes is in. Gino's in.
What's out? Golden State. I honestly think by like 15.
15. Curry, 50 burger.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Gino, I guess you can talk. Who you got tonight, dude?
I'll take the Warriors.
I'll take the Warriors.
What was
Score?
that? That
Anyone?
sounded like someone else.
I'll take the Warriors,
Take the
sir.
Warriors.
Please, for 5.
I'll take the Warriors for 500, please.
Do you have a prediction? Who's going to go off in the game for you? You can say Curry. I mean,
no, I'll choose somebody different. I think Wiggins will have a nice game. It may not go off, but have a nice game.
nice.
All right, I'm going to really test your relationship right now. If Christina were to choose a team and who to win, who do you think she would choose? You better be right.
Oof.
Go get her.
Yeah. No. After you say
choose-
team, you go get her and bring her in, and she has to say.
I would guess she would probably choose the Grizzlies, maybe because their colors. She probably likes the light blue, dark blue type thing. I don't know.
Interesting.
All right, now go ask her.
Oh, yeah, go get her. I'm going to ask Grasso
leave.
his pick. So go get her, bring her in.
Actually, you want me to go get her?
Yes.
Tony,
Yes,
look in the
dude,
camera.
I'm dead serious right now.
You look like a wrestler.
You're going nowhere. Grasso,
All right, so while he's going to get his wife.
Since you guys both picked the Warriors, I'm going to say big game from Dillon Brooks.
Nice.
Curry held under 30, and the Grizzlies win by 5.
Nice.
Wow, dude.
I don't actually believe a word I just said, but I'm going with it.
Fake it till you make it,
Make
dude.
it, yep.
All right.
And imagine if you're right, though, on Monday. Oh, dude, Mystic Grasso.
Coming in here talking all sorts of shit.
All right, well,
I'm just excited for Saturday. I mean, Saturday's when the real basketball starts.
Oh, yeah.
sure, dude.
Me too.
Tony doesn't even know what's going on Saturday.
Yeah, it's like all the
someone's
good
playing,
games.
dude.
First round of the playoffs.
Yeah, it's
4
actually
games.
it's the real
Starts at
first
2.
round.
Really?
Yeah.
Starts at 2 o'clock.
Mets and Yankees are playing.
You sit on the couch.
You know who else is
all
playing on
day.
Saturday? I'm playing on Saturday.
You are
Are
playing
you?
Saturday,
Yeah.
but we won't be going to that game.
No, they don't allow
Fans.
They don't. Yeah, they don't allow
Rotter.
All right, here we
fans.
go.
Here, put this on.
All right,
Oh my God.
all right, Christina, real quick. Memphis Grizzlies are playing the Golden State Warriors. Who do you think are going to win?
I'm gonna go with the Warriors.
I said I thought you picked the Grizzlies because the colors are blue and blue, but you didn't know the colors when I told you.
He said blue and blue.
Light blue and dark blue. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks,
for,
Christina.
now I guess I don't know her as well as I thought I did.
Oh no,
Dude, consider the whole marriage thing.
Wow. On the way.
Oh
It's
no.
expensive, Gino. You might need a side hustle.
They're gonna be drunk when he's gonna be like he's gonna be sitting there and being like
How did you pick the
looking at his drink. Yeah. Like,
Wait, no, but that's good though. That's good though that you picked the Warriors. She knows what she's talking about.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
she's
and
actually
Gino
smart.
doesn't, obviously.
Yeah.
It means that when I turned on the Warriors Lakers the other night, she saw how good Steph Curry was, and then she was like, you know what, the Warriors are good.
Oh,
Okay.
That's the key.
I see what you did there.
So you should have just picked the Warriors if you knew that she likes
yeah,
that.
really. What are you doing, bro?
You know what's funny?
Oh.
So there's a window right here, obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
because that's where the sun is coming from. I'm not actually on the sun, and she's actually sitting right outside this window. So I could have just opened the window and asked her.
Oh, that's
That would
funny.
be cool.
That would have been really
Yeah.
cool.
That would have been nice. Yeah, but here we are.
Gino just bragging. I have a balcony. It looks over the water.
Yeah.
If I had a boat,
Well,
I
I
could be able
do.
to dock outside of my apartment.
That's
No, I
true. Yeah,
just love how
that's
he had-
very true.
I love how he had to tell us that there's a window there.
Yeah, there's a window.
Like,
There's a window here.
It's actually on the sun.
why else is your room like that?
Well, moving on from basketball now, unless Gino has something to add.
He's just gonna keep.
Oh my God! Stop complaining.
No.
Are we going to
Keep
talk
going.
about
No,
the Mavericks? Or no, are we going to get down to the
I love
Mavericks?
hearing you talk. I
There-
love
Gino.
hearing you talk.
You know there's no way he's ever going to stop complaining.
I know.
Who, me?
Yeah,
What the
I
fuck?
lived
What
with
do you
him for a
mean?
full year. All I did was
Look at
complain.
this.
That's not true.
I mean, it's pretty religious.
Did he make you breakfast a lot?
Yeah, he does that.
I don't think I ever made Gino.
No, I made my own breakfast,
Wow.
but that's because I wouldn't actually
You know
task
this-
Tony with
you know
doing
that-
that. Why would I ask him to do
I
that?
never really I didn't think you even ate breakfast. But also, you have to go in way earlier than me to work.
Yeah,
so I
like
was-
an
I was-
hour before, 2 hours before. So, yeah,
think it was
who's the
the
best
gym.
GA now? Who's the best GA?
Wow.
I'm the best GA.
I don't know. When we introduced Gino as the best GA, and you were the worst when we did.
No, I'm cooler. Okay, I can handle that. If you say Gino isn't the best, Jay's gonna get really upset.
Jay?
You know, Gino. Did I say Jay?
You said Jay's gonna get upset. So
Jay's gonna get upset too.
Jay's his number one
Jay
fan.
thinks that Gino's the best Jay, and Jay's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Jay's obviously gonna get upset because Gino's upset. He doesn't want to see him upset. You know?
True. That sounds like Jay.
Yeah, sounds like Jay, dude.
All right. Well, I think that's it.
Well, I don't know. Barnes had some PGA stuff here that I can just update.
Can I just mention something real quick?
Side hustle right now. You guys know Barnes' side hustle is?
No.
PGA.
No, he
sells rock.
He has a denim bedazzling business, and it's great, dude.
Way. That's crazy.
I mean, nice jean jacket with just studs all over it. It's glorious.
Why aren't you wearing it?
I like to keep it fresh. It's one of one. I don't want to get it dirty, especially in this place, dude.
Oh yeah,
fucking filthy.
True.
Yeah. Yep. Tell everybody our studio's filthy. That's great.
Dude, he cleaned the couch this morning.
Yeah, cleaned it.
The wipe was like black when you were done with it, though.
It was not black. You're exaggerating.
Brown from your.
Maybe that's the fake leather rubbing off on
it. How big of an exaggerator of stories is Tony?
I mean, there's in Tony fashion, there's legitimately no one bigger or no bigger exaggerator when it comes to stories than Tony.
There's nobody bigger than me, man.
Nobody bigger than you.
I just tell the truth, all right?
Dude, if Barnes is here right now, he would be so upset that we would not talk about sports for at least 5 minutes. He'd just be sitting there like that. Yeah, do a Barnes face.
Can we talk about the PJ now, please?
Or you just start talking as we're talking. Anyway,
yeah.
18-hole leader right now in the PGA Championship, shooting 5 under par. We also have Keegan Bradley, Victor Hovland, and Brooks Koepka, like that pronunciation. 2 shots back at 3 under par. Mickelson at front 8, he shot 2 under, back 9, he shot 4 under. Defending champion Colin Morikawa shoots 2 under, he has 70. McElroy and Spieth struggle, but we'll need some solid rounds to make the cut, dude. Gino, you're a golfing man.
I am. You're right.
So what do you think?
Love Brooks Koepka up at the top. I'm a big Brooks fan.
Love golf.
Blake of the year, as they would say. Hovland being up there at the top is interesting. Again, like we said yesterday, it would have been nice to see Spieth come out and play well. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So it's going to be an uphill battle for him to get back in the play. I mean, it's not something we haven't seen before, but definitely not what you want to see from Spieth in that first round. I love Colin Morikawa. He's also one of my favorite golfers. But again, I think the biggest surprise here is just right now, Mickelson is at the top of the leaderboard at 5 under. So I think he's played his third round already, or his second round already. So he's made his way up to the leaderboard. But definitely interesting to see him. That's a fun little story, huh?
Hey Gino, what happened to my boy Cameron Triangle? Because I don't even see him in the top.
He actually is because it's not Triangle, it's Tringale.
Oh, God.
At least I think that's the guy, right? Yeah, Cameron Tringale. He is. He hasn't teed off yet because he just teed off because he had such a good round. So he's even through 1 hole.
Oh wow, even. Love to see that.
Which is better than plus. So
I don't know if I'm really rooting for him now that his last name's something.
Not Triangle.
Yeah. Not Triangle.
It's not Triangle. I'm not about it.
Anymore.
Yeah.
I might go with who's in first? I might go with Corey Connors.
I
think Corey Connors might win.
Yes.
Oh no! You don't want to do that. He had a 3 over today, so now he's in tied for 9th.
Oh God.
He already finished.
Victor Hovland. Give
Victor.
Victor.
All right.
Goes with a K like that.
Yes,
it's like a rock.
He does
or something.
I guess that's kind of cool,
right?
What about this? What about Christian Bezu Denhu? I don't know. He's a South African golfer, it seems.
Who's my guy? Who is my guy, Grosso and Gino?
Ricky Fowler.
How's he doing?
Checking. I don't see his name on the top of the leaderboard though, so that's probably not a good thing. Oh no, there he is. 1 under, tied for 16th. He hasn't teed off yet today, so got a
Not
good
bad.
opportunity to really move up the leaderboard.
I want to say Barnes picked Spieth, right, to win.
He always picks Spieth.
Well, he's not doing well.
How he feels about Spieth is how he feels about Judge.
He's a good story. Love. Come on, Jordan Spieth's a great guy. Texas guy.
Well, anyway, excuse me. You guys have anything else before we kind of close out here?
Yeah, I do.
Of course,
Why am I not surprised, dude?
Because I watch sports that aren't baseball, just baseball and basketball. First off, the Canadians won 2-1, so that's a big win. Huge win.
Oh, what happened to that dude?
To Tavares, he is not in good shape. He's out indefinitely. Unfortunately, he got kneed in the face, which I don't know whether it was dirty or not, because of course, they couldn't show the game on American television because why would they? So I don't know if it was a dirty hit or not. It was done by Corey Perry, so always that.
Oh no,
could be, but it did. I haven't seen the replay, so I don't know. But the other thing I was going to mention, you guys don't watch this. Not many people do watch this, but Formula One is racing this weekend.
Oh my God! Well, I reckon right now you better start talking about it, boy.
This is like Europe. This is not like they don't just race around the track.
Oh, okay.
They actually have like a real track that they left and
let
right.
him speak, dude.
Okay, go ahead. Talk.
Yeah, they have actual like tracks that make left and rights. It's actually very interesting. But the Monaco Grand Prix, which is like the most the craziest event in all of sports, is this weekend. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Did you just say the craziest event in all of sports?
Yeah, it's on the water and just yachts pull up on the water. Like Tom Brady goes every year. Yeah, it's like through the city streets of Monaco, and
it's like
right on the water. It's crazy.
Right, so who do you think is going to win, dude?
It's going to be either Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen, but I am a McLaren guy, so hopefully Lando Norris.
McLaren guy? They've been doing really well this season.
They have been doing really well this season.
Yeah, McLaren's my go-to usually too in Formula.
Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo. Mike, you would love Daniel Ricciardo. You would love Daniel Ricciardo, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm
going to look him up right now.
Yeah,
I know Gino was a McLaren guy.
Love McLaren.
I would go Hamilton. It's supposed to be his last season. He's going to retire. I think he's going for a 5th championship or something like that.
8th straight championship.
8th straight championship.
He's got the
absolutely
swag.
So dominant.
So what's going to happen is it's very hard to overtake on this track. So qualifying is going to be very, very important. So that takes place tomorrow, and then the race is on Sunday.
Qualifies better than Hamilton, dude.
I could see Gino being a better driver than Tony in a race.
No way, dude.
I am an unbelievable go-kart driver. Unbelievable.
We should do it on the VR course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it in real life.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You don't want that. I don't want that. Why would I want that?
Because your car is gonna get damaged, dude.
We're just talking go-karts.
I was talking about with
because that's how these guys start off. They start off on go-karts.
Anyway.
Yeah, would he take the inside corner and bump you?
Who?
Gino,
he doesn't have the balls.
He's got the balls.
He does not. He would open a window.
If I end up turned upside down, I don't care. I don't care if I get hurt. It's all about the victory.
Can't win if you're dead.
Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously, we'll also keep you guys updated on Monday for the Monaco Grand Prix. Because I know, Gino, you gonna be here Monday?
Yeah, I'll be here Monday. Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, dude. So we can talk about how McLaren definitely didn't win.
No, but it's as long as they finish in the top 5, I'll be happy. So
right.
Yeah.
It's actually funny you brought up Formula One because my brother is getting huge into it. He's a big Red Bull Verstappen guy.
Yeah, everybody is nowadays. Watch a good series to watch if anybody's actually really looking to get into Formula One. They have a Formula One series on Netflix. It's fantastic. So it really explains everything. And explains the rivalry and how this works. So you definitely should. All right. Don't have to.
All right, guys. Anything else, Mike?
That's it. That's all for me, guys. Have a good weekend.
Well, we want to thank everyone for joining us. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, Downtime TV on all platforms. Of course, thanks for taking the time at home in your comfy apartment, joining us. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you on Monday.
Peace.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing. sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.